Annyeonghaseyo. This is Ruth from Makeupless Monday. And as you can see, this is going to be a very different Makeupless Monday moment. First of all, because unlike all my other Makeupless Monday moments, I am definitely not makeupless for this one. And in this video, I am also wearing my Korean traditional hanbok that my biological mom and sister gave me in South Korea. Now, if I were in South Korea, or if I were more deeply plugged into the South Korean community here in the United States, I would probably have a lot of occasions to wear this dress to celebrate traditional South Korean holidays and celebrations. But since I'm not plugged in deeply to any one of those communities, for me, the only time I get to wear my hanbok here in Colorado Springs tends to be during Halloween season. So I'm not trying to be offensive by saying my hanbok is nothing but a costume, but it is a more comfortable way for me to be able to express my traditional Korean heritage in a time where everybody is dressing up, as opposed to just running out of the house like this and going grocery shopping on a Monday, because I never get to wear my hanbok. So today I actually went to an event with my children, and that is why I am still dressed in my hanbok. And also because what I'm going to talk about today is about South Korean beauty standards and a little bit about an article that I just came across this week in The Guardian. So this article opened up talking about a South Korean gal named Cha, who personally is rejecting the current beauty culture in South Korea. So I'm just going to read a little bit of the article for you, and then I'd like to talk about it a bit. So the article starts, actually this is partway through the article, which, by the way, I'm going to leave in a link down below so you can actually read the whole thing. But here we go. Cha is part of a growing movement in South Korea fighting against unrealistic beauty standards that call for women to spend hours applying makeup and perform skincare regimes that involve the 10 steps or more at the end of each day. Among the complaints is that women must wake up 2 hours before work to ensure perfect makeup, meticulously removing dead skin with peeling gel and steam towels before beginning their regimen. Women sick of the laborious routine have started to post videos on social media of destroyed piles of cosmetics with the catch cry, "Escape the corset," likening makeup to the garments that were part of daily women's garments for years and worked to constrain bodies into a uniform shape. The trend is part of a larger push against the country's patriarchal society that has seen record numbers of women take to the streets to demand greater equality and fight against issues such as illegal filming and sexual assault. The movement is an interesting turn in South Korea, a nation that actively promotes its prowess in cosmetic surgery. As much as a third of young women have gone under the knife, and whose cosmetic brands are coveted around the world with an industry worth about $12.5 billion, according to Euromonitor. So when I first read this article, I felt just a teensy bit defensive, because as Makeupless Monday, who is trying to build her name as a Korean beauty blogger and teach the 10-step Korean skincare system, I felt like all of a sudden what I personally love and practice, is now being vociferously hated by South Korean women, and maybe I shouldn't even be teaching this practice at all. And so I had a really big uh-oh moment this week. So I sat back and thought about it, and then I realized it's not the concept of having a 10-step skincare routine. It's not the actual practice of the 10-step skincare routine, nor is it the practice of applying makeup that the South Korean women are rejecting. It's the culture and the mentality and the ideology that encompasses their whole beauty industry. I think it's one thing to say, I practice a 10-step skincare routine because I love what it's done for my skin. I love what it does for my lifestyle. If you want to know more about it, let me teach you. I've had these videos. That's exactly what I do. And it's quite another thing to come out and say, hey, you know what? If you want to be beautiful, the only way you're going to be able to achieve that is by practicing my 10-step skincare routine. Oh, and by the way, if you don't practice my 10-step skincare routine and you still have skin issues, then that just means that you're lazy and you're not dedicated to putting in the hard work to bring about this process. Do you kind of see the difference between the two? I don't think, though, that it's going to be enough to just attack and reject the beauty industry by destroying your makeup and skincare if you are not going to continue to address your own personal mentality and attitude moving forward. So for example, like for me, one of the mentalities, or like probably the biggest mentality that I personally still struggle with, is feeling embarrassed and really self-conscious when I am out in public without my makeup. So actually, this is in part why Makeupless Monday is actually not just a catchy catchphrase, but for me, I am turning it into a personal lifestyle practice. So let me explain that a little bit to you. First of all, I practice being makeupless every Monday. And I should just tell you right now that today, shooting this video, it is not Monday, it is Saturday, but it will be uploaded on Monday. But Monday when this goes up, I will be makeupless. So every single Monday, I go makeupless regardless of what I have going on. So if I have an interview, if I have a job, anything work related, if I have to be out in public, if I am breaking out because it's that time of the month, or I'm breaking out because I slept in my makeup. You don't ever do that? Yes, we do. But you know, you understand what I'm saying. Regardless of what's going on in my life, makeupless Monday. Why Monday? Well, first of all, because as a business concept, Makeupless Tuesday, Makeupless Wednesday just didn't sound as good as me. No, I'm just kidding. Monday was actually chosen very mindfully because for me, Monday is the hardest day of the week, honestly. And I think that is for a lot of people. I know that we have, oh, by the way, you know, you had the weekend and you were supposed to rest up. But let's just be a little bit honest about the weekend. That is not really a restful time as much as it's the 2 days of the week that you have to catch up on everything else that you didn't get a chance to do because you were working Monday through Friday. So by Sunday night, now that you've done everything else you needed to do to get ready for the week, guess what? Here's Monday, back to the grindstone again. So I decided to reclaim Mondays as a personal self-care, mindful day for myself. So also on Monday, I actually make sure out of any of the other days of the week, which by the way is probably not a 10-step skincare routine every other day, at least Monday is a 10-step skincare routine to remind myself to slow down and take the time to take care of myself, to take care of my body, to nurture myself because it's a really hard day. The article is right, and I will be honest, yes, the 10-step routine is laborious, but just personally for me, and by the way, skincare does not mean this for everybody, but just for me, taking that time at the end of Monday for that 10-step routine, giving myself that morning off from makeup, so that's just one less to do, but end the day with such a self-care, spa-like treatment just really helps set the rest of my week. That is why Makeupless Monday isn't just a cute catchphrase. This is my way of escaping the corset and reclaiming traditional beauty industry standards and making them work for myself and according to my rules and my values and the way that I want to live my life and feel about myself. So escape the corset for yourself that tells you that you must perform these steps or you must adapt these routines. Make it your own. Figure out what works for you and let everybody else's standards go. In the meantime, if you do want to know more about the 10-step skincare routine, I'm going to give you a few ways to do that. You can contact me at makeuplessmonday@gmail.com and we can set up a time to talk personally, one-on-one, and I can teach you intensive 10-step routine, application, assist with product choices, ingredient lists. You can also just subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my skincare videos that I am posting every single week. But I would like to invite you to consider joining me in a Makeupless Monday lifestyle practice. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to require you to practice a 10-step skincare routine, but just like I've chosen Monday as my day to be mindful about myself, to remind myself to love myself and care for myself, also, Makeupless Monday helps me to remember to be vulnerable and real with others. I would like to encourage you to do the same. So on Mondays, I will be posting a Makeupless Monday picture of myself, and I would like to encourage you to do the same and post pictures of yourself as well. You can post your pictures up on my Facebook page, which is Makeupless Monday. You can find me on Instagram and talk to me there at Makeupless Monday Mom, or you can hashtag me on Twitter, hashtag Makeupless Mom. So in the meantime, go forth, be bold, be makeupless, and I will see you back next week. 안녕하세요. 감사합니다.